Hi. I realize that this background is not lovely, but the lighting is better when I sit this way because the window's right there, and there's a window right there. So hello, hi. I hope you guys are doing well. I apologize that it's been so long since my last video. I actually wasn't gonna make one today. As you can see, I'm still in my work clothes, but I wanted to check in. So yeah, I have not been doing so well this week. I've been having some positive symptoms of schizophrenia, as doctors call them. Positive doesn't mean good. So my medication has been adjusted, and although I'm very tired today, I am starting to feel a little bit better. Stress-induced situation, as I've explained before. I have a lot of concerns with stress as it relates to my disorder. So what's been up? I bought cat person for my cats. It came in today, which is very exciting because they're out of food, so it was perfect. There was another comment on the Vice video. I don't know exactly what it said, but it was something like, have you considered that your issue is not a medical diagnosis? I'm not going to go into this too much because I don't want to sound ranty. I don't particularly like when people rant on the internet. And normally I wouldn't even look at it, but they like tagged me. So this is part of the reason, well, this is most of the reason that I left YouTube in the first place. I'm not going to leave again anytime soon, don't worry. But yeah, so the whole, you need to see an exorcist, you have a demon you're seeing and hearing into another dimension. Sorry, that's the air conditioning. I forgot to turn it off. Or it's not a medical diagnosis. I respect people's religious and spiritual beliefs. I do, and all I ask in return is that you respect my own. Suggesting to me directly that I don't have schizophrenia and I need to see an exorcist, or I have demons, or whatever it is that you believe, really demoralizes me as a human being, because this is something I've lived with for my whole life. And I mean, when somebody says I'm disabled, you don't tell them, no, you're not, you're differently abled. That erases their identity as a disabled person. So I'm just gonna ask, I'm not gonna go into it anymore. I'm just gonna ask kindly that you, if you have these beliefs, please spread them somewhere else than in my feeds, because I don't want to see them anymore. Thank you. And if you want to know further information about this, I did write about it on Medium, so you can look that up. ellieburke.medium.com, I think. Anyway, we're back with another Before a Violet Midnight's a short one. I'm not going to do 2 segments this time because chapter 3 is pretty long, but I promise that I'll try to come back sooner than a week later to go over chapter 3 with you. So let's get into it. All right. Before. Jane let the old woman inside and politely asked her to sit down, offering the couch to her. Without asking, Jane handed her a cup of sweet orange tea. Thank you, she said. I love what you've done with the house. She paused, but it was a short, silent moment before she spoke again. I would like to help you, Janie. Help me with what exactly? I am well aware that you are very different, very special. I am very experienced. I would like to stay with you for a while, if that's okay. Offer any assistance I can provide. I know what you're capable of, Jane. I know that you are the most unique of all of us. With the right guidance, you could be the most powerful. Jane nodded at all the right places, but she wasn't really listening. As Annabelle spoke, Jane concentrated on her little nose, the way she bit her lip when she was nervous, how she drank her tea without sipping at first to check the temperature. Jane covered her eyes with her hand to hide the abandonment that she felt. She breathed, righting herself, and stared right into Annabelle's two familiar eyes. "What took you so long?" Jane said. Annabelle twitched involuntarily. "You were too young, Janie." Her response did nothing to relax the tension in Jane's eyes. That wasn't an excuse. 17 is hardly too young, especially since she was already on her own at that age. "Try to give me a chance. I promise you, I'm not like them." Jane didn't bother arguing, though her emotions were pulling her every which way, tempting her to give up on all of them and just cry. Family was family. It wasn't just a love for family in their world, it was more than that. If they didn't have family, they didn't have a thing. Jane gave a single nod. "I won't call you Grandma." "You never called me Grandma, even when you were 2. "What then?" Annabelle closed her eyes, as if her memory was so far away that she couldn't grasp it with her eyes open. "Anna," she smiled. All right, so that is it for today. Chapter 3 is up next. Hopefully I'll find some time this weekend. I have a lot of homework. I'm taking public relations and promotional writing at the moment. But hopefully this weekend, if not early next week. I hope you guys have a lovely weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye.